qualifying will happen across two parts today. The first of which now gets underway. 10 minutes, the top 10. We'll then move through to duke it out for the pole in qualifying two. As the cars head out of the lane, let's say a very good afternoon once again to Neil Crompton in commentary.
Hi Jess, hi everybody. And you can see in the background a little bit more cloud cover lurking out there at the moment as we prepare now for Boost Mobile qualifying part 1, where ultimately 10 cars will have the opportunity to progress into the second and final part of the qualifying, and that'll determine those that represent the top 10 on our grid later this afternoon. Everything beyond that from positions 11 through 25 will be set in this first part of qualifying.
The other guys have done a great job also. They parked on the inside, so on the dead side of the road. Now it gets a bit more interesting. Oh, no!
Seriously.
Yeah.
What a shame.
That's a monster.
Paulie Jones, right on the race line, nearly shot us. Going again.
Paulie Jones, he's going to go again now.
And he's used the best part of the tyre.
That would have been pole. Good work, mate.
That was perilously close to a very big shunt. 30 seconds to go. Here's the replay. Meantime, Waters at the top of the tree at the moment from Feeney. Mark talked about the fact that traffic could have implications, and here's an outcome. Macca saw him at the last minute, but it's too late, and it's probably going to be judged as impeding.
205 kilometres an hour at that spot.
And with a close rate, I reckon, of the best part of about 150, 160 kilometres an hour, then you can see the response in the garage. The checkered flag's out, laps are to be completed. The focus is those that progress in this top 10 at the moment. The cutoff is Percat. Randall's just outside, but there is a pile of people completing their laps. Let's see what happens as Courtney gets to the line. He's down the order at the moment in 25th. Has he got enough in store to move up? He comes up into 14th position. It's not quite enough. He was strong before. Forward, up a bunch of spots into position number 3 in the Middies entry.
Waters has just jumped his own number. He's done a 29-1.
Qualifying record for Cam Waters. Matty Payne has done a 29.5, 3/10 of a second. Great start for Payne. Brody Kostecki up 5 spots into position number 5. Right on the fringe at the moment is Will Brown. Di Pasquale is out, the man who's had a masterful run here when it comes to achieving pole positions.
Moffat's come up
to position number 2. 1/3 of a second. Ryan Wood bumps him out of the way. So Woody now position number 2. Mostert into 3rd position and Payne down into 4th.
I'm just trying to find where Will Brown is, Neil, because
is he 11th on the order?
He's gone faster, but he's out.
Reynolds is down in 14th position. Hill jumps up into 12th as we pick up on LeBron. Has Jack got anything for us to squeak in here right at the death knot? No. Up 6 spots though, up into position number 13. Yeah, that's a big question, isn't it, Jess? The BP Ultimate pit lane's officially now open. The lights have gone green at the exit end of the lane. Western end of the lane. Ooh, that looked awkward. Not a good place to be tripping in front of the field. 25 supercars, in fact 10 in this particular session rolling out. Track limits have to be respected on the exit of the hairpin at turn 8. They get the speed all the way down to about 70 kilometres an hour. Then right there is where James Golding and Macaulay Jones came unstuck in the previous session. Good looking lap so far.
This is a good lap, but slightly better again from Cam Waters. This is going to be a ripper. Now the sunlight has just come out a little bit at the conclusion of this lap for Feeney and for Waters. But this Waters number, so 28.94. And Waters is just about to come across the strike and he does a 28.69. Very, very fast.
Blistering pace for Waters to put 2/10 of a second on Brock Feeney. Ryan Wood, position number 4. Thomas Randall splits Feeney and Wood. He's in position number 3. Now Matt Payne gets into the party. He's done a 29.1. Brody Kostecki moves up into position number 4, up 3 spots. That is fast lap time. And it built for Cam Waters because the first sector measure had Brock Feeney marginally quicker.
Yep.
But in the middle and the 3rd sector, Waters has been able to go on with that. That's very, very quick. 28.6 is the fastest we've ever seen in qualifying.
And have a look at the sunlight there as Kai Allen finishes his lap off, Neil. A lot more direct sunlight on the road, and that will have a big impact on the ultimate amount of grip. So Kai does a 30.19, so 30.2. Put Cam Waters' number in perspective, because remember he did a 29.1 in the previous qualifying session. He's done a 28.69, so it's 0.4 of a second faster than when he gapped the field by 0.2 in the previous one.
3 minutes.
4 pole positions to his credit for this man, Chaz Mostert, and 5 victories at this location. But at the moment, Mark, he's in 10th position. And the sector split for him in Sector 1, a 26.2. The best that we've seen was car 88 in the first sector, and that was a 26.12. So Mostert's time in the first sector is competitive, but not in Sector 2. He's the best part of 0.4 slower in the mid-sector of the track by comparison to his mate, Cam Waters.
Yeah, and a lot of that will be a direct consequence of what we're just saying with that amount of sunlight and the track surface temperature, the amount of oil that comes to the surface of the road. And Mostert does a 29.43 in P8